A shot. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, Niagara Falls, New York.
Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. This is Mike India 5. American Fox Kilowatt, Northern Ireland.
Yeah, it's a look at a Mike India 5. I missed the one letter, but I think it's Alpha Kilo, right? Alpha Fox Kilo. I got you now. How are you doing, sir? This is W2YM. You have Mark here in Niagara Falls, New York.
Okay, Mark, you're going to get you're big one, big one. They say over today. So good. You're already going to get Alpha Hotel, Alpha Romeo, Papa, and Korea. Location of Tide by North South Fox, Northern Ireland.
Oh, Northern Ireland. You're coming in good here in Niagara Falls, New York on my ICOM 7700. You're sounding real good. What are you running out there anyways?
Camera PS 950 FDX computer. Microphone the camera MC68 microphone. 1 kilowatt into 8 element melatonin in your direction over.
Right. Now, Leo, did you say your call was Mike India 5 Alpha Fox Kilo? Oh, very good. Yeah, you're sounding real good on that old rig. Those 950s and a couple of the old icons, they always sound pretty good.
Yeah, that's a really quite a lot. I like the camera for that. It's very good receive some of them, for sure. So, I like how it's quite honestly. I like to find out how camera review I mean, tell us if we're 20 feet, we can't tell us to 50 feet. But we have to really go about this to grow here in that very storm we have here, where we could go so just like this one back up there, this is all very level as well. Yeah, it's told the area where we're garden. I just put this one back up here tonight there, but it's not right up any night. This has only put it 20 feet here. Right up any night, you know.
Oh, very good. You almost gave me your 25 over 9 the last transmission. And I'm just running an old IMAX fiberglass antenna on a 30-foot tower, and that's about all I'm running. It seems to be working today. Oh, very good. I appreciate it. Yeah, I run this most of the time. I run this live right now on YouTube. I'm running it live, so you might be able to hear yourself even later on if you want to rewatch it. The YouTube channel is called Mac. That's Mac Alpha Charlie, and then the N symbol, and then B-E-E. And you just look that up on YouTube, and you'll hear yourself coming through. You sound magnificent.
Yeah, the camera's going to be showing the audio.
Oh, yeah. What do you run for a microphone on your 950?
We're running an MC68 microphone running here. Actually, I'm so up here about 1, 2, 1, 2. Holding out there about 10, 20, probably there. MC68 microphone, camera microphone.
Oh, very good. Now, I do run preamp on 10 meters. I do run the preamp on 10. But even if I didn't, you'd be well over 9, because that last one there was almost 30 over 9. So you're sounding good. Are you running an amplifier?
Yeah, we're running a kilowatt here. Kilowatt into 8 element melatonin on a 44-foot billboard.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I'm not running an amp. One of these days I'll have to buy an amp again. I sold my amp, but maybe one day I'll buy an amp. I'm just running about 130, 140 watts on my ICOM 7700. That's about it.
Yeah, we usually do that. It's 20 dB, so pretty out for playing at 20 over. But you think we're going to go all over?
Yeah, I'm just running the IMAX fiberglass 10 meter fiberglass antenna, the vertical up there on the tower. That's all I'm running.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Mark. I'm not going to hold it. I'm going to play over here and hand off the East Coast of England. I was pretty dark here. So it's 7 feet from now. So the 10 years since I didn't do tonight to you.
Yeah, it seems that way. It sounds like I'm getting some United States people in there too. I got some nice people calling in to me here today too, so that's nice. I appreciate you calling and getting back to me. That's MI5AFK. You're sounding good in Ireland over there. This is W2YM. I like that. What kind of amplifier is that, by the way, before I let you go? Yeah, what kind of amp are you running? What make is that? Well, you just moved this video. Oh, okay, very good, very good. I had a couple of different amps over the years too, but boy, I think I have to get one back in there. But hey, it was nice talking to you. You have yourself a good, well, I don't know what day you're in. We're in Sunday over here. Okay, Leo, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody watching live. Alpha Bravo 5, Sugar Tango. You're sounding good in Niagara Falls, New York. You got Mark here, by the way.
Hey, Mark, yeah, there's a bunch of other stations calling us up to you there, but yeah, I heard you come through. Just wanted to say your audio is really nice. You got the dialed in, your audio is really nice sounding there, over.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I'm running the ICOM 77, and I'm running the PR40 high-end microphone. I guess somebody, a friend of mine said it's set just right. Don't leave it if you're going to rag chew. So I better leave it where it's at.
You also lately heard these people on the radio have kind of distorted. Sometimes a lot of people distorted audio or too much space in the audio. But yeah, it's a sound perfect there.
Yeah, is it just the right amount of bass and treble? Just leave it alone. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't think you need to mess with it at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I better just leave it alone then. But you're sounding pretty good up here in the falls. What are you running?
I'm running a Kenwood TS590 SG. I'm running into an Americon AL80C, putting it out about 600 watts to a full wave loop. That's about 10 meters, brother.
Yeah, you're giving me 9+ on my vertical. I'm running that IMAX, fiberglass IMAX antenna. You believe it? Just above the tower. That's about it. That's all I'm running.
Yeah, well, you're giving me 5.8, and earlier you were like 10 over 9 there for a while. Yeah, you're sounding really good.
Oh, I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not running an amp, so I'm just doing what we can do. I'm not overdoing it with the radio either. Probably running about 130, 140, that's all.
Yeah, well, that's doing a good job for you there, Mark. Sounding real good. I did have never had one of those, but I did have a Intron 99 in the late 80s. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I had one of them years ago, and I said, a friend of mine said, seems like the IMAX does better for DX. I said, really? So I set out to try that in 10 meters, and it seems, I made one video, and it seemed like I was talking all over the place besides the United States, Canada, Europe. It was a really good night. Like I said, I'm recording this one live right now on YouTube, so we'll see what happens today.
Yeah, I'd like to check out your YouTube channel there and see what's going on, over.
Yep, it's just Mac, M-A-C, that's Mac, Alpha Charlie, and then the and symbol. And after that, you put Bravo, Echo, Echo, B-E-E.
All right, I'll check it out. Well, hey, I'll let you go there. There's a bunch of stations calling you, so I'll let you go and you can talk to them, but I just wanted to let you know you got perfect audio.
Yeah, by the way, I got your call real good, 85 ST Sugar Tango, but what's your name?
Oh, sorry, the name here is Bob, over.
Okay, Bob, you got Mark here. That's Mark Alpha Romeo Kilo. You're sounding pretty good. And probably won't hear yourself now, but later on, you can always check it out and hear how you sound. You're coming through my SP34 speaker real well.
All right. Well, I'll let some of those other stations get in there and give you a shout, and we'll go ahead and take that through.
Okay, Bob, 7-3s. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike taking calls, CQ10. I've got 2 letters at the end called Alpha Fox. Who was that? Kilo Delta 6 Alpha Fox. You're sounding magnificent through the speaker. What are you running over there?
you very much. You sound great here also. How is Dwayne, Delta Uniform Alpha November Echo? I'm in Georgetown, Texas, just north of Austin. Using Icon 7300 and we're pushing some power here on the Alpha 76. Also, I'm watching from a Square 4BTV vertical.
Oh yeah, I used to have a 4BTV, and a friend of mine didn't have a vertical, so last year I sent him the 4BTV. I picked up another vertical, matter of fact, the Comet CHA 250 HD. I just put that one up, and I put a couple of new wires up last year, so I got a total of 3 wires. But today I'm just using the IMAX 2000 for 10 meters, the fiberglass antenna. It seems to be working well, the vertical.
Wow. Yeah, it's doing beautiful. What was the handle there, please?
You got Mark here. That's Mark Alpha Romeo Kilo, Niagara Falls, New York.
Wow, very fine, Mark. Wow, you're just coming in great. Well, is that like a CB antenna thing which you're using in 10 meters?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I think it's made for 10, but I think you could do 10, 11, and 12 on it.
Wow, well, it's doing a great job. Now, how high up do you have that, Mark?
Well, let's see. The tower's about around 30 foot, and then I've only got the pipe up not real high. I'm not one for going real high on pipes, maybe 3-4 feet, maybe.
Yeah, wow, great. Well, super job. Man, that's awesome. And I think you said, what are you running, a little over 100 watts, 150 or something?
Yeah, I'm running probably around 120, 130 watts on the ICOM 7700. I never push it. I never push even though I could do 200 on this, I just don't push it.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job. That's awesome. Yeah, 40TMZ is nice. We moved here to Sun City last April of last year, and they are ham radio friendly. Fortunately, they'll let you have verticals, no beams or towers. But a friend of mine gave me the 4BTV, and funnily enough, Mark, I started off with one of those back in '68. I had one of the 4BTV verticals when they first came out. And here we go, many years later, and I'm back to it. Happy to have an antenna, and I just got it ground mounted with about 30 radios.
Oh, very good. Yeah, well, you know what? I didn't want to mess with radios, and I bought, like I said, the Comet, that 250 HD. I thought I'd try it just to see how it works. It works decent, it's not bad. I don't think it works as good as a wire, but hey, for what it is, it does all right.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now, what bands can you carry on for the Comet 250
Boy, I just put that up. I think it's 80 through 10, or is it 80 through 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. Now, do you have to use a separate antenna tuner, or will the tuner in the 7700 do it?
Oh, no, 7700. Matter of fact, it's below 1.5 and under, but I tune it just to be safe. You'd probably like it. It's not real tall either. Maybe here under the 4BTV, but it's not real heavy, no traps or any of that, you know what I mean?
Wow, that's awesome. I'm going to look that up, Mark. I appreciate the info. Yeah, when we lived in California a number of years ago, I had a 40-foot tower with a hex beam. I also had a gap tying the vertical, which did really well for me, and I was going to get another gap antenna here, but this friend gave me the Hustler, so yeah, couldn't beat that price. Thank you.
Yeah, I had the Titan DX years and years ago, and I put it up, and it worked well for me. And I'm looking at the right now, the Comet CHA-250 HD, and it says 3.5 to 57 meg.
Wow, that covers everything you need. That's awesome. Well, very good. I'll definitely look into that in case I need to add another antenna. So far, everything's doing pretty well. Like I say, just happy to be able to be on the air, because with some HOAs, they don't allow you to do them. So, hey, Mike, we won't keep you. You got a beautiful signal here. You get a lot of contacts today, just booming out of there, and I'm so glad I met you today. Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike, you were going to switch off the
Yeah, before I let you go, don't forget though, that's just my backup antenna. It only takes 250 watts. So I made it a backup antenna, but I did put it to one of my other radios in the room. So if you catch me on YouTube, you'll see a couple different radios in the room.
Great, I will look you up for sure. And whereabouts you said in New York, right?
Yeah, Niagara Falls, New York.
Oh, nice. Niagara Falls, slowly I turn. I remember that.
Oh, you remember that one, huh?
Yeah. Step by step, inch by inch, we love that.
They just don't get near the water, though. A lot of people, all kidding aside, a lot of people this past year jumped in there, so that's not good.
Wow, really? Oh, that's very sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, anyway, yeah, stay away from the the edge there and enjoy the beautiful location up there. Nice to meet you, Mark. All the best from speaking to Whiskey to Yankee and Mike.
KD6 AF, thanks for calling, Glenn. You're sounding magnificent up here. That little 7300 is doing a great job. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. 7-3. Heard somebody come in. Who's that?
November 5, India Tango.
November 5, India Tango. How are you doing, sir?
Good afternoon to you there. I didn't catch your name. I've been listening for a bit, though. This is November 5, India Tango. My name is Dave. I'm in Waco, Texas. I'm probably 75 miles north of the station you were working there, down in Sun City, Georgetown area. I'm in Waco, about 100 miles north of Dallas. Same as Dave. You're 5'9" up here, or down here, over.
Yeah, Dave. Dave, I've got you 9+. You're sounding good up here in Niagara Falls, New York. You said you're not too far from Dwayne that was up there. How about what, 75-mile difference?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's something somewhere around 75 miles. Yeah, I know where he's at. He's down in Georgetown, Sun City West development. I've driven through there. So yeah, I was hearing everything he was saying on backscatter.
Yeah, I don't know if he can hear you or not, but it's good that you can hear him. You're in Waco, Texas.
Yeah, I'm sure he can. Yeah, we've been able to work, like for example, during the 10-meter contest, there were several states that I could normally work that I didn't get. I got on backscatter, and we were able to get Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana, stuff like that. So sometimes backscatter does work. Anyway, yeah, we're in Waco, which is located midway between Dallas and Austin.
Yeah, matter of fact, don't they have boy, I haven't seen it in years, but didn't they have a show in Waco, Texas where that couple fixes up homes down there?
Yeah, they do. I'm not familiar with them myself. I don't think I've ever seen the show. I believe they call it the Fixer Upper. Yeah, that's Joanna, Chip and Joanna Gaines, and I think they're separated these days. I think she's on her own. She's the real brains of the entire operation anyway, but yeah, they bought properties here in Waco. They bought, they call it the Silos. It's near downtown. I guess it was a grain storage facility with silos. They bought that. I've never been in there, but of course people come from all over, especially the women want to go see it. They bought a restaurant. There's a restaurant just off I-35. A little bit of history there because Elvis Presley used to stop in there and eat when he was stationed at Fort Hood. They bought that restaurant. The restaurant was open for 97 years. It was probably the Elite Cafe, and they bought it and they called it the Magnolia Table. And from what I understand, they got a lot of good business. My wife and I used to go in there after church on Sunday and go to brunch, and it was very good before they bought it out. So I don't know what's happening with it, but yeah, the Chip and Joanna Gaines has brought some revitalization into, revitalizing the downtown area, building new hotels, and, they're trying to turn it into sort of a river walk, kind of like San Antonio in a way. We've got the Brazos River that runs right through town there. W2YM, N5IT.
Yeah, and N5IT, very good, Dave. Yeah, it's a shame what money can do to people, because I know the couple, they were real close, but seems like you watch a lot of different people and they get on shows. They get that money, and I don't know. I just don't understand it. It seems like the money is not, it's certain people just does crazy things to them, I guess, because they seem like a real nice couple, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as far as I know, they did separate, I think, and I don't know whether they're back together or will or not, but I've never been in that situation myself, but money does have it does affect people sometimes in negative ways, doesn't it? Well, anyway, you know what? I didn't get your name over.
Yeah, you've got Mark here, by the way. That's Mark Alpha Romeo Kilo, and a lot of times I've been starting to run my conversations, or if I do CQ, I've been running them on YouTube, and it would be under Mac and B. That's Mac, Alpha Charlie, and then the symbol and then BEE. That's Bravo Echo Echo.
Yeah, that's right. I remember you mentioning Mark earlier. Yeah, okay, Mark, and I'll check that out if I get a chance.
Hi, everybody. Hope you're enjoying this.
I work several several
I'm doing some
people
CQ on 10 meters is open today.
or so. There's one gentleman in Italy, I forget his call. It might be India Zulu 5, India Sugar, something like that. He runs a pretty good YouTube channel of live amateur radio. Okay, Mark, well, all the best to you there. And I heard you mention people jumping into the falls. I guess they must be trying to commit suicide. I know in the old days they went over that thing in barrels. I guess there been some people survive. I'm certain they probably with all the technology we have nowadays, they could make some sort of vessel that would survive the falls, but I'm not going to get into it, I can tell you that. I would like to see Niagara Falls. I've never been up there. I was stationed in Virginia. That's about as far north as I've gotten, other than flying into Philadelphia once. That's it. I'd like to see those places up there. Maybe someday in my bucket list. 73 to you, Mark, and thanks for picking me up. We'll keep have a good evening, and you're sounding really good here into Central Texas. We'll keep you the Yankee Mike from November 5 India Tango. So long.
Okay, Dave, nice talking to you. Norway 5 India Tango, you have yourself a good Sunday evening coming up. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, 10 meters.
Kilo Whiskey 7, Echo Tango.
Kilo Whiskey 7, Echo Tango. How are you doing, sir?
Well, Mark, I'm doing really well. This is Ed out in Billings, Montana, and you're coming in 5'9" here. You got a beautiful signal, my friend.
Oh, you're over 5'9". I do run a preamp on 10, eh? This one gentleman told me for years, on 10 meters, you got to run a preamp. It's just the way it is on 10. That's all I heard. Jeez. I don't know. Sometimes you're right, sometimes they don't. But if I didn't run it, you'd still sound great.
Yeah, I think I've got the first preamp on, and like I say, 5'9", super good audio. It's a little cold and snowy out here in Billings, Montana today. About 14 degrees and about 15 inches of snow on the ground, but it's winter time.
Oh, geez, don't even talk about snow. This is one of the worst winters we've had in western New York here, especially in the falls and south of Buffalo, southern tier, south of Buffalo City. They get it pretty good off the lake effect, but we ended up getting about 5-6 inches last night. But what's been really hurting us is the cold weather. Cold weather's been brutal this year.
Yeah, so we've had a little bit of below zero. I think minus 11 the other night, but we're under the minus 18 here tomorrow night. So, yeah, like I say, though, it's winter time in Montana, and normally February is our coldest month.
Oh, okay. Well, January was starting out pretty good, and then, I don't know, after the first week of January, it went downhill. Single digits in the 20s. I'm going, what in the world? It sounds like I'm in the North Pole.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, anyway, I'm just playing around with my, I just got an antenna, a long-standing tower project. So since October, but all it is, you got to get the weather window, and within a beam and high winds it was my first one, so I'm just not going to do it. Finally got it up the other day, and it's been kind of fun to see how the beam works.
Oh, yeah, what beam do you have?
It's a TA33 mic. It was, I got it from a silent key estate. I just running minimum power to my amp, about 300 watts. It was brand new in the box with, July 15th, 1995, the newspaper wrapped around everything.
Oh, okay, so that sounds like a Mosley to me.
Oh, yes, sir. It is a Mosley.
Yeah, believe it or not, I'm just running a vertical fiberglass IMAX antenna for 10 meters. I imagine you could do 10, 11, and 12, but I use it for 10 meters sometimes, and it works out great. I heard, well, I don't know if you heard it earlier, but I talked to Ireland and a couple of different other countries already, besides people in the United States. Newfoundland, I've got up there north, a couple of different Canadians up there. It seems like 10 meters wide open, and I'm just using a vertical. That's it.
She was doing a great job, and before I got the antenna, I had the tower up for a month, but was just waiting on snow to get off the roof, and then have it to where you didn't have Chinook winds blowing 30 miles an hour. So I threw up a vertical in the back, and I was all over the place with 10 meters. So when it's open, but it sounded really, really good, man. You're just a solid 5'9" plus.
Oh, I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not really pushing the radio too much, even though the ICOM 7700 to 200. I never run that much, maybe 130 PEP I'm doing.
Well, she was doing a great job for you. Oh, anyway, there's some other guys in there. Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, KW7EET, which is good to hear you, my friend. Never been to Niagara Falls. Went to New York one time. We flew into Honduras. That looks like a good place for a small yield tactical news. But anyway, had some work up in Florence. And I was stunned. My first time on the East Coast. Once you get out of Metropolis, you can get some beautiful area out there to yourself.
Yeah, sometimes we did. I did hear the old Canada in behind Ed, so I'll get to you Canada in a minute. I heard old Canada singing in the background there. I don't know. You were keyed up at the time.
That's all right. I'll let you catch them. It was good to talk to you, Mark, for the first time, and I wish you all the best from SKLV 7EET over in Billings.
I don't know if Canada's in a rush. Are you in a rush, Canada? I don't think he is. Keep going, Ed. You're sounding good over this way.
Well, that's all right. So anyway, like I said, you guys got some beautiful terrain out there as we're flying in. The signage is big there, but man, you guys got some huge forests out in that neck of the woods.
Yeah, in some parts we do. You go up towards the Adirondacks. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I was pretty stunned. This was back in the 90s, and, you hear all these stories about New York City, and people were polite. They were nice. We were, they could tell we were tourists. We didn't dress in black and gray, but at the end of the day, yeah, we had a good time there.
Oh, yeah, certain parts of New York. Oh, you can go get yourself lost in the woods somewhere up there. Sometimes there's a lot of woods. People don't realize that New York has that many woods, especially in upstate.
Yeah, I was talking about actually in New York City that people, like I said, Mick Giuliani, I think, was the mayor at the time, but people were real polite, and you'd see coyotes, guys who would be sitting out away from the crowd just looking for, when I say coyotes, it's like there must be coyotes at lambing time. They're looking for an opportunity, if you know what I mean. But for the most part, it was just a really good time.
Oh yeah, I've never been to New York City. Believe it or not, I've never been there. I've been to Toronto. Toronto was pretty decent back then when I went.
Yeah, I've never been to Canada or in that part. If you ever get a chance to come out to the west, so Alberta, western Alberta and British Columbia, absolutely gorgeous. Some of the most beautiful mountains I've ever seen in the world, including yours.
Oh, that's nice. Maybe one of these days I'll have to go up that way. Yeah, that sounds real nice. What are you running for a radio and microphone anyways there, Ed?
An FTDX 5000 MP. I just got 10 watts of drive into a Mercury Trio, and it's an MD100 mic. It's new to me. A friend of mine told us when he upgraded to a 101 Delta, but I've really enjoyed this a lot. It's a big upgrade for my 590 Sugar Gold.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's got beautiful audio, so you get ready to listen to it later on my YouTube channel. Wait till you hear how it sounds. Unbelievable.
Well, thanks for that. I'm blessed to have, I guess, I didn't know what I was getting. I knew it was a better rig than what I had, but at the end of the day, the front end on it is really, really nice. It allows you to, pick signals out that I just couldn't do it before.
Oh, yeah, 5,000. Ever had one? One of these days I might get one because I think the last one they made, what was it? A 5,000 NPL, wasn't it?
That's right. This one is the NP, but they had another one with additional filters in it. But, for what I do, this one is really, really nice. I understand that it's an outstanding PW rig, and one of these days that's on my list of things to do, but it's like so many things. If you don't work on it, it'll never get done.
Yeah, that does happen, but be happy that you got a nice sounding radio. It sounds beautiful coming out of my SP34 speaker over here, I can tell you that much.
Well, thanks a lot for that, Mark. Well, I'll let you continue on carrying, good fusers with a whole bunch of other folks. Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, Kilo Whiskey 7 Echo Tango. The pleasure was mine to be here for the first time on the air.
Okay, Ed, yeah, when 10 meters is open, I usually get on pretty good and keep on going. Kilo Whiskey 7 Echo Tango. Ed, you have yourself a good Sunday evening. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. 7-3, sir.
November the zero, Mike Delta Golf, 057, I did get the red tango.
This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike.
Yankee,
I think I heard of Victor Lima in there.
Whiskey Hotel 6 Victory.
Texas, how you doing today? Wow, I don't know what you're running. That's bodacious. You're pushing. That sounds like you're on a big amp out there in Texas. Oh, wow. Sounds like it's screaming. Sounds like the mic gain is making that radio scream. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, you can probably hear yourself on my YouTube channel, but man, you come in boom and go, oh, wow, who's running that compression mic gain? Otherwise, it sounds good. You said it's the FTDX10? Oh, the 991. Wow, sounds pretty good. Sounds like she's pushing. It's pushing. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you mean. How do you like that 991? Is that the 991 or the 991A? Oh, wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, those are nice looking little radios. A friend of mine, he was thinking about buying that one, but he's not sure yet. Oh, okay. Well, once you get used to that radio that suits you well, that's what usually ends up happening. You'll be glad you bought it. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's why I say certain people like certain brands too. Some people only stay with Kenwood Icom or Yaesu or whatever else they feel like using. But personally, I like all of them, but I can't afford them. Oh, yeah. What was your call, by the way, again? So I got Whiskey Hotel. I think it was number 6, Victor Lima. Is that right? Okay. What was the name? Did you say Ray? Okay, Chris. Oh, you're really, that thing's pushing. I don't know if Mike gaining impressions up, but that thing is pushing. Yeah, she's pushing pretty good. But hey, at least you know you can push it if you need to, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, I know a friend of mine, he had that 891 laser, that little mobile, and it just screamed. I told him, wow, everybody was telling him to turn it down. I can't believe, hey, there's nothing wrong with, loud audio, but when you're overdriving, it just pushes it so bad and your voice starts to get a little messed up, Oh, there you go. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming back to me, and I wish you a good Sunday evening coming up. Oh, yeah, you probably heard me say it to a couple of gentlemen out there. It's Mac, that's Mike Alpha Charlie, or Mac Alpha Charlie, and then the and symbol, and then BEE, Bravo, Echo, Echo. You'll see what I mean. It sounds like that audio is just pushing. Yeah, yeah. And then, of course, I know Yeezus was big on having big EQs put in their radio. So, like you said, if you're new to the rig, like I am to another radio, not this one, but I have another radio I just bought myself a couple of weeks back, and I still have to get used to that other one I have, the ICOM 7610. I still have to get used to that yet myself. So, it just takes a little time. Right, right. To me, it sounds a little more on the narrow side and too much bass. But like you said, when you get done messing with the EQ, you'll get it going. No, it didn't sound good at all. But you'll get it worked out. Like I said, I had to do it on all my radios, so I think everybody's got to get it worked out on all their rigs, no matter who makes it, you know. I appreciate it, Chris. Have yourself a nice Sunday evening. It was nice talking to you. Oh no! I'm not watching that. That's matter of fact, I gave up watching football altogether. You got the referees taking over games too much for me, and I'm not just talking Buffalo and Kansas City. I've watched other games, like for instance Dallas and Miami during the season, and they call 12 penalties on Miami and 1 on Dallas. You go, come on. Yeah, I gave up on football. Hi, everyone. 10 meters is open today, so we're just doing some calling. I'm hoping everybody's enjoying it. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, CQ10, CQ10. This is W2YM.
Yankee. Sorry. Kilo, Juliet 5, Juliet, Yankee, Juliet.
Well, let me see here. I think I've got myself I'm going to see if I've got this right here. Is this a Kilo, Juliet 5, Juliet, Yankee, Juliet? You got 3 J's in that call, sir?
Yes, it's Kilo, Juliet 5, Juliet, Yankee, Juliet. Yeah, 3.
Wow. I'll tell you. I tell you, when I see 3 J's like that, I wish I could gamble on that one. This is the first time I've ever come across a call with 3 J's in it. Unbelievable.
Roger that. I know you're about my 4th call. I just got my technician last week and just got all set up, and I appreciate you coming back at me.
Well, you're sounding good. You got Mark here, by the way. I'm in Niagara Falls, New York. What's your name?
You got Brian here. I'm in north of Dallas in Allen, Texas.
Well, I'm getting a lot of Texas stations here lately. 1, 2, I've had 3 so far or more. I can't remember.
Yeah, roger that. What we should call Friday again, kind of go slow. Old and slow.
I will sometimes. I talk too fast like some other people do because I get used to it. But it's Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. That's W2YM.
W2YM. Mark. Got it. A friend of mine supposed to come over and let me get set up on what is it, that QR, but I know what it is. I got an account set up. He was going to help me figure it out.
Oh, yeah, QRZ, you put the call sign in and boom, tells you the name, address, the whole 9 yards.
Yes, sir. Sounding good on this end. You're putting about a 5.7 over here. I just got a little rinky-dink antenna out there, and I guess it's working out pretty good coming up that way.
Oh, yeah, no problem, Brian. You're giving me 7.9 and sometimes just a hair over 9, so you're doing well. I'm just running an old IMAX fiberglass vertical up on top of a 30-foot tower, so you're sounding fine up here in Niagara Falls.
Roger that. I got a little 102-inch steel whip with 4 8-foot radial 45-degree angle coming off of it, and just trying to get me by till I get my general test done. I got a topo in the attic. We're in homeowners association, so it's kind of, it's not, fair too much. You can have some kind of antenna other than that, right?
Oh yeah, well, you live in an HOA. That's I hear a lot of complaints about those, especially down in Florida. Florida's brutal with those HOAs. People down there can't run almost. Some people can't run an antenna at all. They can't even put one up or anything down there.
Yeah, roger that. I thought about doing one of those rubber antennas, but I've heard good and bad about those, so I'm not even worrying about that right now. I'm just gonna stick with this because the little old lady catch me there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, you do what you can do. HOA, that's tough. And some people, like I said, don't allow anything, and some people might say, okay, you're allowed a vertical up. It all depends on the association. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tell you, I like the house. I like where we were, but the first time with an HOA, and I'm just to be 68 this year. I'm not going anywhere, but I just know one thing: if I had it all over to do again, I'd stay where I was, because I could have had me the nicest, biggest antenna with no problem.
Yeah, that's why I'm not moving out of my location right now until, well, if I did move, I'd have to wait for the fixed rates to go down. I mean, what are they at? 6.8 or 7% the fixed rates on homes, so I wouldn't even think about moving right now myself.
Yeah, I tell you, but anyway, you're sounding good at this way. I'm just really surprised. I just don't, with this little antenna setup that I got, I'm getting a lot of East Coast, and mainly to the east. I've heard some
Decent water.
in a few California, but I'm just not getting picked up pretty much out that way.
I've been mostly, I've gotten like way up northern Canada today, and I'm going south, so I guess I'm getting everybody north and south. But then again, I did get Europe, so being that I'm on a vertical, I don't know if they're coming from the east or west there, Brian, but picking up a little of everybody. It seems to be working out well today. 10 meters is open pretty good.
Yeah, I've never got anything. I've heard about South America, and I picked up an Australian channel station here. Doing CD talk. I apologize. My friend's trying to get me out of that. You need to forget that and delete it out of your vocabulary. And so anyway, but I'll let you go. Thank you for coming back at me and let me, talk to see how the signals are doing. But send your food to you, Mark, and you have a good day. Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet, Yankee Juliet.
Hey, very good, Brian. I thought you were going to come back and say Brank 19.
I almost did, but I wouldn't have to do that.
Don't you worry. You'll catch on real quick. Don't forget, you're not the only CBer that became an amateur. There's tons of all kinds of CBers over the years become an amateur radio license. So, oh well. But you have yourself a good Sunday evening. Nice talking to you, Brian. KJ5 JYJ. Wow, 3 J's in one call. That's pretty wild. Have yourself a good evening. This is W2YM. I've got a KI5. What's the rest, sir? Did you say AIB? Oh, very good. You got Mark here in Niagara Falls, Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. How you doing? Did you say your name is Dennis?
No, Danny. Yankee.
Good, Danny. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, we're trying to hang in there. We're just seeing that 10 meters is open, and it is. So I figure, you know what? I'm going to go live on YouTube with this because when 10 is open, it's spectacular. Well, last night we got about 5-6 inches of snow. We're probably in the 20s still. Oh, I can't take it. It's been a bad winter. Yeah, it's Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, W2YM. Yeah, I hope you're having a good Sunday yourself there, Danny. We'll have to see what happens. Like I said, it's pretty nice when 10 meters is open like this. Okay, you have yourself a good one, Danny. W2YM. I think I heard Montana. You want to come back with the call sign, sir? I think I've got a Kilo Bravo 7. I think it was a Kilo Bravo 7 call. Yeah, I'm trying to get a Kilo Bravo 7 call, gentlemen. This is W2AM. Kilo Bravo 7, try it again, sir. Kilo Bravo 7, Romeo Oscar Victor. Is that correct? Good old Montana. We haven't talked to Montana in quite a long time. How you been out there in Montana? Yeah, Niagara Falls, New York, you're having a little bit of snow, but mostly cold. It's been very, very cold. It's and I'm not one for cold, so we're having one of them very, very rare winters. Usually we're 35 and above, but this time we're single digits and maybe in the 20s. It's been pretty bad.
We've been lucky. We didn't get winter didn't start here till about a month ago, so it's not much longer, I don't think.
Oh, okay. By the way, what's your name?
Alan, A-L-A-N, Alan.
Very good, Alan. You got Mark here in Niagara Falls, New York. You're sounding good. What are you running?
I run 7300 with an inverted B fan Nyquil.
Oh, very good. I turned on the big radio today. I'm running the ICOM 7700 through a, you won't believe it, one of those little IMAX fiberglass 10-meter verticals up on the tower. I thought I'd try that for a change instead of the wires.
Boy, it's doing an incredible job here. Yeah, I guess when the band hot, the band is hot.
Yeah, this last one you just gave me, your transmission was a little over 9, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I hear the band kind of going up and down now. It's definitely fading now. It was really hot earlier, but the picture fading now.
Yeah, I can hear somebody in behind you there, but yeah, it sounds like it looks like I'm watching you and you're fading back in and out, so we'll see how much longer 10's going to be going here. Hopefully it'll go for a little bit longer, but you never know.
Have a great weekend, 87, all these.
Yeah, you weren't too bad. You gave me 5.7. You're starting to climb up there, Alan. Sounding pretty good. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, CQ10, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. I think I got a Whiskey 2 in there. What was the rest of the call, sir? Okay, Whiskey 2 Alpha Juliet Romeo. How are you doing? Oh, we got a local in here, huh? Yeah, I'm still trying to pull you out of there. What's your name? Oh boy, I'm having a hard time pulling out I got some noise here, but I'm having a hard time pulling you out. Imagine that. The locals have a hard time with everybody else I hear. Jeez. Yeah, Whiskey 2 Alpha Juliet, I think that was Romeo. Yeah, the sad part is you're just in there with my noise. You believe it? Okay, try to give me your name one last time. Okay, Andy, I got you that time. Very good. You got Mark here in the Falls. Okay, you have yourself a good Sunday evening, Andy. CQ10, this is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. Ten might be dying out. 10 meters might be dying out. From the sounds of it. There's quite a few contacts, though. That was pretty good in that little bit of time. Quite a few. CQ10 meters. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. You've got a Yankee Mike here. Go ahead. Oh boy, I'm having a hard time pulling out. I think 10 meters propagation starting to drop on me. Okay, I'm having a hard time pulling out of that. You're right into my noise level. Sorry about that. Sounds like Europe, though, or European country. What is that, Hotel Fox? Is that your call? Yeah, where are you located, sir? Where are you located? I'm in Niagara Falls, New York. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. I've got you 5757. What was your call sign again, sir? Yeah, they dropped. Yeah, what was your call? What was your call sign? Okay, thank you very much. You have yourself a very good Sunday. 7-3, sir. Yeah, that was Europe. I couldn't get the country. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sounds. I think conditions are getting a little.
Yeah, I think the statics goes now.
Yeah, propagation's falling. The big seals aren't staying up now. I'm surprised I got that many though. They're pretty good. Thank you for calling in, guys. Keeps everything interesting. CQ10. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike, W2YM.
Zero Fox.
I could hear somebody else behind, but this Kilo Fox 0. What was the rest? Very good. Very good. Who do we have there? You said Michael? Very good, Mike. You got Mark here in Niagara Falls, New York.
Well, how are you doing today?
That's
Not
nice.
too bad. Not too bad. Your signal boomed up. I was trying to get other people to come in there, but propagation was knocking them back down, and now they're coming back up. And you're sounding pretty good. We're hanging in there today. We had some snow last night, 5-6 inches of snow, but we've had very, very cold weather January and February. I can tell you that.
Yeah, well, we have snow. It's going to happen. Come came out of hell back when you lost. So it's real cold here. It's about 30. So it's beautiful time.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Mike. For some reason, you just started breaking up.
Or maybe we can skip. Can I get you call time one more time, please?
Yeah, you've got Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike here. This is W2YM. You got Mark in Niagara Falls, New York.
Okay, Michael. 70 degrees and that's so great weekend. Good week, okay? Good speaking with you.
There you go. That came in pretty clear. Okay, Mike, I appreciate you calling back. CQ10, this is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. I hear somebody way in the background in my noise. I just can't pull you out of there, but you're way in there. I do hear you, but not good enough to pull you out. Well, sometimes you just can't pull everybody out. Some people just don't have big signals, and it's tough to hear.
Okay.
Well, hope everybody's doing all right on this beautiful Sunday. I wish it was warmer out, but what are you going to do? Well, maybe we'll call a little bit more and see what happens.
Hello everyone,
Uh-oh,
it's EA2BWM. I'm just on the side listening and observing what's happening here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, later on I'm going to bake a brownie.
Oh, we're having brownies.
Yep.
Wow, we're having brownies tonight.
Yeah. But I think the thermometer is going down.
Well,
Trying to.
might pull somebody out that's a little better than others right now. It's getting that time of day, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see. Remember that one night we were talking on 10, it was going pretty good at night, too.
Yeah.
Maybe they drop down for an hour and come back up. You don't know. Propagation's pretty crazy.
Mm.
And of course, we got Thor here, the big man. Oh, he wants to come up and see Daddy.
Do you want to try?
He's coming up to see. He's coming up to see Daddy. What are you doing, young man? He's only 11 months old. 11 months old. That's all you are? Is 11?
Yeah,
You're gonna be a year old on the 20th, you know. Yeah, you're gonna be a year old.
A big boy.
He'll be 7 years old.
His birthday is coming up.
7
This
years old.
20th.
7? What do you do at 7 years old? What do you get your birthday cake?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, big guy.
Okay, so you want to try other?
I don't know. I'll try a little bit more here, and then maybe I'll even go to a different radio and different antenna and a different band. Who knows? Never know with this hobby. CQ 10 meters. CQ 10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. CQ 10. CQ 10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. Looks like that boy's in there now. Boy, oh boy, I'm just catching you. I think it's a Whiskey Alpha 5 Uniform Mike Yankee. Is that correct? Oh, you're running a long wire and I'm on a vertical. What do you think of that? Yeah, I've got you between 3 and 5. 3 and 5. Propagation starting to drop out on 10, I think. Boy, you really dropped out that time. Maybe we'll try in a little while again. I'll try to see if I can hear you later or something. Okay, WA5UMY, very good. Thanks for getting back to me. This is W2YM. CQ 10 meters. CQ 10, this is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. Let's see, we got a kilo in there. What was that one? I think I heard number 4 in there.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Tango, Foxtrot, Juliet.
Tango Foxtrot, Juliet, that's what it is. I've got you now, sir.
I've been listening to you for a little while, and your signal is strong, and the other is beautiful here in Miami, Florida.
Oh, good old Miami, Florida. You got Mark here, by the way, and we're running an ICOM 7700 through a PR40, and we're just running a IMAX fiberglass 10-meter vertical, and it seems to be doing a nice job today.
It's doing a great job. I heard you having trouble talking to some other stations, but I hear you loud and clear. Great audio, solid signal.
He's got it well.
That's
You're running about, boy, you're giving me a little over 9. I'd have to give you a 9 plus. What was your name, by the way?
Sorry about that. I'm Philip. I'm down here in Miami, Florida, and I'm running an FD710, and I have an off-center dipole in my backyard that's about 30 feet.
Wow, after you said 30 feet, you dropped down to 2. Are you still able to hear me?
Maybe it's me, but you are strong.
Oh. Yeah, before you go, what was your name?
Sure. Papa, Hotel, Indian, Lima, Lima, Indian.
Oh, thank you very much, Philip. Yeah, you were talking 9+ and dropped down to a 3. I'm going, wow. But anyways, I'm running an Icom 7700, a PR40, and going through a fiberglass vertical. You believe it?
Thank you very much. I know you. I know I'm not maybe not doing the best, but you're doing great.
At that time, you're just at a 9. You're just at a 9, but sometimes, you know how propagation is. You can be at a 9 and drop to a 3. You know how that works.
Roger, yeah. And like I said, I'm not going high, I'm not pushing it. I only expect so much.
Yeah, but at least you got out to Niagara Falls, New York today. I'm only running around 130 watts PAP myself on this big radio, so we're doing something. I don't have I don't have an amp in the house, but maybe one of these days we'll get another one.
Yeah, Roger that. I just went to Hampton in Orlando, and I saw a few things that I don't think they're a lot of my price range, but I still would like to bring them on.
Oh yeah, when you go to those big amphitheaters like that one and the one in Dayton, oh boy. You got to bring a lot of cash, or you just go to look around. Your window shop, even though there's no windows.
It's true. I'm new. I've been at license less than a year, so it's more of an education thing for me. I bought a few accidents that I needed for a project, but I think I can.
Don't worry. The more you're on here, the better you get. Me, I get on and off, but mostly I've been getting on a lot now, making YouTube videos of me talking on different bands, different radios, having a little fun, you know.
Yeah, that's great. It's been a good experience so far for me.
Oh yeah. Well, hey Phil, I appreciate you getting back to me. Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Foxtrot Juliet. Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. You too. Thank you for the contact, and you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Okay, you have yourself a good Sunday evening. 7-3 for now. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. Of course, we have some people in the background. I just, 1-2 noise level. They're way back there. It's a shame. I think propagation's getting a little worse for us in 10. No, propagation is not working well now. CQ10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike.
KJ5, how you good?
Do I hear KJ5 in there?
Yes, that's KJ5, India Uniform Zulu.
Oh, very good. KJ5, India Uniform Zulu. How are you doing?
I'm doing great down here in San Jose, Texas. Where are you located?
I'm in Niagara Falls, New York, sir.
My gosh, we got it connected. What was your call sign again, folks?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. It's Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. That is W2YM, and you've got Mark up here. That's Mark Alpha Romeo Kilo.
I bet you're cold today, aren't you?
I'm staying in a warm house. Thank goodness the furnace is working.
Yeah, we got 82 degrees today down here in San Jose. I'm real close to the Gulf Coast, probably about 4 miles from the bay, Galveston Bay.
And what's your first name? Oh, very good, Scott. Like I said, you got Mark, you're 80 degrees. Instead of having the heat on, you've got the AC on.
I literally do. I'm in my bag with the AC on.
Oh, well, isn't that? You're rubbing it in, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't have any stains on the tires or anything like that.
No, I don't either on my truck, but what are you going to do, right? But no, believe it or not, the snow hasn't been too bad in Niagara Falls. It's mostly the cold weather, but we did get about 5-6 inches of snow last night out of nowhere. But otherwise, it's been a very cold winter. We're not usually this cold. We really aren't. This is, boy, unless we've been spoiled, I don't know which, but we've had a cold winter so far.
Yes, we've only had one little really cold spell to speak of. Got down to about 20 for a day and a half, and then we've been back up to 70s and 80s.
Oh, that must be nice. 7, 8 days. We probably won't get that for another 3, 4 months.
We actually had 2 inches of snow. I think it was right at 2 inches. That's what it looked like piled up on the picnic table anyway.
Well, 2 inches. I remember in Florida there, was it a week or two ago, Florida got like 6 to 8 inches in some parts of Florida. Imagine that.
That is hard to imagine.
Yeah, because Florida usually never gets any snow. I don't even know the last time. Did they ever have snow?
Well, down here in Houston, we'll have snow sometimes longer. I mean, we've had it in the last 10 years, but it's very rare.
I imagine it melts the next day, right?
Well, it stayed cold for 2 days, so it was gone in 2 days. But the streets were cold. What happened was it got hot after it snowed, so it started to melt, and then it froze again that night, so the roads were treacherous with ice. We don't have trucks and salt and all that stuff. They don't do very much down here.
Yeah, that's true. I imagine being that you don't get snow very much, it's sort of like Las Vegas, Nevada. They might get 2, 3 days of it and melts.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit of ice that took this place out. I met my wife in Chicago 42 years ago, and I was up there for 2 years, and I kind of learned how to drive in the snow and ice. So, I was all right. I drove across town every day to go to work.
Oh yeah, that's what you have to do when you're up in the Northeast. You definitely got to learn to drive in the snow. You just take it easy. That's all. Just don't overdo it like it would if it was a dry street. That's all. You slow it down a little bit.
And glide over the overpasses. Do not touch the gas.
Yeah, especially I'll tell you one thing. Nobody can drive when it's icy. Even the 4-wheel drives have trouble on ice.
That's right. We grew up there in Niagara Falls. I was up there when I was a kid, like 10 years old. It's been a long time.
Oh yeah, up here, boy, oh boy. I tell you, the city's gotten, boy, what's the word? Oh boy, there's not much to do. There's a lot of places that closed up and left years ago. The last 30 years, people are more moving out than they are staying.
Really? That's surprising to me.
Well, you've got bad weather, you've got high taxes.
Those high taxes are good.
And then you got governors like we have. You can't even own a gun, but they have a lot of gun laws now since they've gotten in, and it's just people are just leaving by the droves.
I'm sorry to hear that.
They're going to Texas, Florida, Carolinas.
Well, I'll tell you, I love it here in Texas. I was born here and went to school here. And we've got such a variety of terrain, since the state is so big.
Well, down there, Scott, you have mountains, you've got flatland, you got a lot going on in Texas. You got a lot of nice areas down there. What area are you in?
I'm down here just a few miles from the Gulf Coast, south of Houston, right outside of Galveston.
So you got to watch when those hurricanes come up there in the Gulf of America now, right?
Yeah, we do.
Come here.
Hey, you like that one? I just thought of it.
I like it.
How do you like living in the Gulf of America?
Well, we won't get into that. That's the crazy stuff when you think, and then I'm sure we're going to remain friends and everything's going to be wonderful.
Gulf of America. Well, there are a lot more American states around there, I guess. That's probably why they wanted to do it, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, Scott, it was very good hearing you. I'm glad you came back to me, and your station sounded pretty darn good. You're giving me around 9. You're doing pretty decent.
Yeah, you're like you're standing in the room with me. I mean, a perfect signal, no noise or anything.
Hard to believe this IMAX is working this well. Just a fiberglass IMAX 10-meter vertical. That's all I have up on the tower. Little 30-foot tower, that's it.
Yeah, so I just got my, you're probably my HF contact. I got my license, my general, back in November, and I just got an antenna up this last Thursday. So I put one of those in-bed antennas up. It's doing all right.
Oh, I run a lot of them. I've got three of them, three different ones. I've got the My Antenna NFED, I've got the Palomar NFED, and the Ultramax NFED.
Yeah, this the only one I've got. It can be improved.
Bruce Shapiro's calling twice.
But, I'm just starting to enjoy texting and making contact.
Oh, that's how I like to do it. I like to call, make contacts, or sometimes if I'm in the mood, I'll have a rag chew going on, and whatever I'm in the mood for. I don't do too much contesting. Maybe one of these days I'll do contesting. I just rather do CQing and rag chewing myself. Those are the two things I like to do.
That's it. I got into it because I have another property. It's about 150 miles away. And wanted to make sure I had a way to communicate with that property because I was separated from my wife. She was up there and I was down here, and the communication failed. But as I got into it, boy, there's a lot of fun to be had.
Oh yeah, especially on the other bands. I usually, right now I'm live. Matter of fact, YouTube, I'm live right now, and sometimes I'm on different bands. I go on live like on 40 or 20 or 80, and being that the 10 meters was open here, I thought I'd get the YouTube fired up and do some live ones. You're live right now, by the way.
Oh, well, that's cool. Not sure exactly what that means, but you mean live on YouTube?
You're live on YouTube. I hear you coming through my speaker, and so does everybody else that's watching.
Oh, that's funny. Well, hello from Texas, everybody watching.
Yeah, you can watch it later if you wanted to be on YouTube.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Deb Canada asking
Well,
what frequency are you in?
the wife is saying something. Hang on
Yeah.
there.
Bob asking what frequency are you in?
What bands does he like the most?
You.
Oh, somebody talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, what did they say?
What frequency are you on?
I'm on 28,400. I'm on 28,400 right now. Yes, Cal, we'll have to see what happens. Your radio's sounding pretty good, and good quality sound too.
So that's encouraging. So, you get down here close to Galveston.
The dog's running wild.
You'll be out out some Mexican food.
I'm not into Mexican food, but we could always try steak or chicken or hamburger.
Oh man, we got good steak down here. You'd love it.
I heard Texas has the best steak. Is that true?
Well, I've eaten a lot of it and I like it. I don't can't really say whether we have the best, but it's really good.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard Texas has some really good fresh steak down there, but I thought steak was all the same. But that's what somebody told me once.
No, it's not all the same, but we've got some good steak down here.
Oh, that's good to hear. Good to hear, Scott. Well, hey, it was great talking to you. I'm going to try to CQ some more and see if I can get anybody else on here today. And maybe we'll hear each other again sometime on here.
Yes, I look forward to it. This is KJ5IEZ, and I'm still listening.
And by the way, if you want to hear me, sometimes I check into the Nickel Belt net on 7.250, and that's in the afternoon between 1:30 and 5. You might even hear me on there.
Yes, I'll just write it down. I'll look for you.
Okay, have a good Sunday evening there, Scott. CQ10, this is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike.
Bruce Shapiro wants you to call back.
America, Zero, Uniform, America, Whiskey, over.
Wow, Whiskey Alpha, try that again.
Uniform.
WA0UAW.
UAW.
There we go. Whiskey Alpha 0 UAW. How are you doing?
Doing great here. You've had a great signal coming in too little from Colorado. My name is Dan Delta Alpha November, and I'm running 30 watts on a 36-inch magnetic roof antenna of my own design at 26 feet on the rooftop. Over.
That's all you're running is 30 watts?
That is correct, sir.
Wow, that's fantastic. You're giving me a little over 7. Sounds crystal clear. Very good audio. And we're running about probably between 120, 130 PEP. That's all we're running over here through a fiberglass IMAX vertical 30 feet high.
Oh, very good. Yeah, you were 10 over 9 on that last go around of it.
Yeah, I'm getting you. You're stopping right at 9. You're stopping between 7 and 9, but you're sounding very good. Good audio.
Thank you, thank you. This antenna has been in operation for about 2 years, but my dielectric in the tuning capacitor that I built eventually broke down, and I switched to a UHMWPE high dielectric strength plastic polymer for the purpose of that. It is a magnetic loop made out of LDF 5-50 heliax with the center core removed. And it has a piston tuning capacitor in it that is my own fabrication. I didn't see whatsoever.
Oh, wow. So what bands can you actually do with that antenna?
This one runs 20 through 10 meters, actually 13.9 to about 31.5 megahertz over.
Oh, that's nice. 20 through 10. So you get all, 12, 17, 15, all the way through, right?
That is correct, yeah. I sure did miss it while it was in rehab down in my basement.
You can call them Devon, see what they want. Sweetie.
You're about my fourth contact on it.
Why there's a lot of people
Over.
coming in here?
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. Number 4, huh?
Yeah, you're number 4. I got about 53 countries on the loop total. And one of the better ones was East Kiribati Island. Last year, we lost the power about 5,600 miles out.
Open house maybe?
Oh, very good, very good. That's quite a distance. How big is it diameter-wise, this antenna?
The actual diameter is 36 inches, and it's a rotator on the second story roof that puts it at about 26 feet at the feed point over.
Wow, that's amazing. Antenna works that well, hitting Niagara Falls, New York like this.
Well, I appreciate your input on that. Actually, I've done everything I can to remove any ferrous metal near the antenna, and that includes all the fasteners, all the hardware. There are non-magnetic stainless steel screws in the construction, and there's also titanium, which is non-magnetic as well. In the main tuning mechanism, and I just upgraded the stepper motor with a 15 second accuracy. The old stepper motor had about a 3-minute accuracy, so it's a little improvement in terms of repeatability of it.
Oh, wow, that's nice. And I imagine you said, is everything stainless or just the screws that you use and things like that and the bolts, or is it the whole antenna stainless?
The entire, the stainless is up to a minimum, just wherever a screw fastener is needed. The actual mast on the antenna.
You can use my phone to call.
You can call them up by
3 different diameters of telescoped PVC glued together to make a rigid mast with a hardwood core in the smallest section as well. So there's 4 layers in the mast, and that keeps all metal away from the mast portion of it.
Do you have pictures of this on QRZ I could take a look at if I put your call sign in?
I'm sorry I don't, but I intend to. That's a great idea, and I've been negligent, you could say, in putting up information on it. But I will be doing that in the future, and I do use QRZ.
Yeah, that's good. I just put next to your name and your call antenna, so sometime I'll have to check it out and see when you get that picture of your antenna on there. I can't believe it's working that well.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I noticed you have FEMA credentials also, and we have a FEMA center here in Denver. I work for Denver Fire, actually, but they have a magnetic loop antenna at the FEMA center off of Alameda, and I'm not really informed on what that magnetic loop is capable of. It looks like it's bigger, possibly for 80-40 meters, and maybe an NVIS version of it.
Right now, now this FEMA, I don't know if they're on the same. I can't remember. It's been a while now. I got those licenses many years ago, but I can't remember if they're on the same frequencies. It's a fire VHF. I can't recall, or sometimes they do go to a different HF frequency too, if I remember right.
Yeah, I did take some pictures of it. It's not a traditional looking magnetic booth antenna in that it has
You can have a break after that, Chicky.
with rounded ends on each of the parallel runs, which makes it a physically larger loop and that means lower frequencies in most cases.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you said you were running 30 watts, by the way.
That is correct. I can lower it if you like.
Well, here's a question for you. How much wattage can you put in one of them antennas? Just a regular 100?
That's the key. I actually use PDX plumbing polyethylene, and it was great at first. And over a period of years' time, it did break down from high voltage, and I was running 100 watts on that. But that material, I did the material science research on it, and it has a problem called branching when exposed to high voltage, and eventually the branches break over and cause breakdown in the antenna by failure of the electrolytic or dielectric component over.
Oh, okay. So to redo that, it costs probably a little bit more money to get, what would you say, better material?
Yeah, I gave like $67 for a 5-foot stick of ultra high molecular weight polyethylene, and then I didn't machine it. I've done machining for 50 years, but I remachined a piece of dielectric for the piston capacitor in that, and redid the calculations for the coefficients of thermal expansion and contraction, because I want this antenna to run from sub-zero temperatures to about 140 ambient in the hot summer sun over.
Oh, there you go. Now, the thing is, though, can you build it not too more expensive if you could do 100 watts? Because the average radios are usually, what, around 100 watts, right?
Yeah, I'm sure I can run 100 watts on this, but I'm running 30 right now because it seems to work well. Over.
Yep, you just what I hear overnight, so you're doing something right. But hey, I've got a phone call the wife said I have to get, and plus I better take a little break here. I've got so many calls since well. I appreciate you though coming back to me, Dan. WA0UAW. You are sounding great with 30 watts and that antenna you made. Holy geez, it sounds beautiful. But you'll hear yourself on YouTube if you want. But great audio. You sound great. Running really nice for 30 watts.
Oh, thank you very much. By the way, the radio is an FTDX 10 by Yaesu, and I love the radio. Over.
Yeah, I imagine you got that monitor you're looking at too on there hooked up.
Yes, I do have the monitor on there. It helps immensely in tuning and whatnot. I built an automatic tuner that was designed by TM3LJ, and he's a great guy. There's a Google operators group on there that talks about that tuner and modifications to it. So that's kind of the way the whole thing is put together.
Right. Those little FTDX10s are beautiful little radios. I don't know if I'll get one yet. I've been throwing that around for quite a while. I'll have to see. I know the receive's beautiful on those. Okay, Dan, I better let you get going. I'm going to take a break, and plus I've got a phone call to make. It was great talking to you. Have yourself a good Sunday evening. This is W2YM.
Very good. Yes, I appreciate the comeback, and you have a great Sunday as well. I'll talk to you down the log, I'm sure. W2YM, WA0UAW is clear.
There you go. Well, how do you like that, folks? That's a lot of calls. And I got to take a break because I've got a phone call myself to make. We might be back.
Just a few seconds or a minute.
Yeah, I might be back in a couple minutes. We'll see what happens with the phone call.
Yeah, and the wife will take over.
There you go. The wife's going to take over. I'll have the wife take over while I make my call.
Oh
Okay, we'll be back in a little bit, everyone.
Yeah.
Is this Yvonne's number?
Lower down. Okay, CQ subscribers. By the way, make a shout out to everyone who joined or to have a CQ call. Join the CQ call of my hubby. Thank you so much. And just a minute, just a break. Having a break. Make a shout out to everyone who subscribes last week and last night. Someone subscribes in our channel. Make a shout out to you. And for those who watch today, thank you so much. Okay, hi everyone. Again, this is Key to BWM. Yeah, we're having a phone call. I think we were going to go back live later tonight, maybe, or next Saturday, and hoping you are going to continue support us. So for now, we were going to stop this live for now. So we were going to do more things because we have a phone call, and we were going to have a things to do at the other side or at the kitchen living room. So bye bye for now, and thank you for supporting for our little channel. Thank you. See you again. Bye bye.